Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Trillionaire Mac. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down a EURUSD trade. Not only did we call this EURUSD trade out on YouTube publicly, if you guys checked out the I believe it was part 2 of the analysis that was released last week with no commentary. We not only talked about this trade on that video, but I also called this out inside of my Telegram community for any of you guys who are a part of that community. Hopefully you guys were able to take advantage of this trade setup and catch 10R right along with me. Now, I did have a couple of you guys reach out to me and tell me that you passed your FTMO challenge on this first trade setup of the new year, and I'm so happy, so excited for you guys. You guys are now funded traders, and hey, I mean, it pays to be a part of the Telegram community. If you're someone who wants to have access to my trades and join my Telegram community, feel free to check out the links in the description down below. Click on that Telegram link, join the community, and let's get you profitable, efficient, and effective on the charts. So with that being said, we're going to break down this trade from top to bottom, go over the confluences, go over entry models, things like that. Sit back, relax, and let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna start on the H2 time frame. All right, this was the time frame that I called this trade out for you guys who watched the commentary that was uploaded previously. And if you haven't checked that out, feel free to go ahead and pause this video, go check that one out, leave a like on that video, leave a comment on that video, and then come back and check this one out here. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe as well. And if you enjoy this video, also feel free to leave a like. It definitely helps out with the algorithm. Much appreciated. So we're going to break this down starting on the H2 time frame where we had this first zone here. Okay, now we did talk about this sell, this push to the downside. We were expecting this push to the downside for the main reason that we wanted to see price trade a little deeper into our discounted zone before continuing to push to the upside, right? So price completely smashed through this point of interest here. Okay, no worries, it happens. There was no entry model given, and that is exactly why you not only have to have a valid zone, but you also have to understand your valid entry. How are you taking your entry? What are you looking at for entries within the valid zone that you have depicted? All right, price used this area here as inducement. Remember, inducement is simply just liquidity that's resting above or below a supply and demand region that price can use as essentially fuel, collect that fuel, and then go the way that it really wants to go. So the second point of interest that we had was located here. Now, all of this was put on the charts within that commentary, okay? So this is not something that I've changed. This was based on the H1 time frame right here. This has stayed the same. So hopefully you guys who aren't a part of the Telegram community just yet or aren't a part of the mentorship, if you're not, hopefully you were still able to take advantage of this trade just by tuning in to the Trillionaire Mac videos, watching them, and understanding the gist of what I am breaking down for you guys, right? So on the H1 time frame, here's our point of interest. Price trades back down into this area. Okay, create a lower low here, lower high, lower low. Now, I'm sure when you guys saw this, I'm sure a lot of you guys were thinking, okay, price may continue to push to the downside, right? But one thing I want you guys to do is to be sure and focus on the area that you're trading within, right? Don't just allow price to trade out into this area that you're interested in, and then you say, okay, well, I don't see an entry yet, I'm just going to leave it. Sometimes price has to accumulate or distribute just a little bit before it goes in the direction that we want to see it go. All right, so in this case, we had to do a little bit more accumulation before price pushed to the upside, but that push to the upside did take place. So this was really based on the H2 time frame. Once price tapped into this region, we saw that price pushed to the upside, giving us a change of character here after sweeping this liquidity here to the downside. All right, then what did we want to see happen? If you're within the Telegram community, I believe we broke this down to the, let's go to the M15 first, and then we'll go down to the M12. So on the M15 time frame, right, we can see that price creates a lower low here, sweeping this liquidity that we just talked about, and then we create a higher high here. Once price returns back to the the demand that was responsible for taking out this supply here, that demand is located right here within this area. Now, this was a little sloppy, I'm not going to lie to you guys. So if you're someone who wasn't able to catch this based on refining your zone properly, it's completely fine. It's going to take practice, right? You guys aren't going to get it on your first try, but one thing about it is if you stick with me and if you're part of the mentorship program, I will improve your efficiency and effectiveness on the charts. One-on-one sessions are very, very important. One-on-one sessions are also back. So if you're a student of mine and you're watching this video, go ahead and snag up those one-on-one sessions. We are back to our normal schedule. All right. So once price pushed back down into this demand here, okay, just taking a risk entry off of this area, because remember, I only talk about my intraday entries with very, very small stop losses and things like that. I only teach those to my students. I don't teach that publicly, but we can talk about the risk entry publicly. All right, so this was the risk entry here. Okay, this was the demand that came into the market that was responsible for this entire void, liquidity void to the upside. Okay, we had a lot of space here, a lot of space here. Price came back down, closed those liquidity voids, tapped into the demand that was responsible for taking out this supply located here. Okay, also giving us that change of character to the upside after sweeping liquidity previously. And once price tapped back down into this area, that was our entry, right? So our entry took place. Let's go ahead and delete this. And let's place this here. So our entry took place here. Okay, now the risk entry on this trade was very, very good, right? Risk was about 4 pips. I risked about 4 pips. Even though it's 3.8, I just simply rounded up. You guys know me, I like to use whole numbers. So I risked around 4 pips on this trade here. And our target was, of course, this high right here. Let's fix this up just a little bit. And as we can see, after price had a little congestion down here, price ended up making its way to the upside and going ahead and hitting our full take profit for about 10.63%, risking 4 pips, collecting 42.5 pips. Not a bad trade at all, right? So if you're someone who wants to improve their effectiveness and efficiency within the foreign exchange market or anything that has candlesticks, right? Check out those links in the description. My goal is to assist you with doing that. My goal is to assist 10,000 people with reaching financial freedom through the foreign exchange market, and I want you to be my next success story. All right. For those individuals who did pass their FTMO challenge based on this first trade, 10%, 10.63%. I actually collected 10.55%, but 10.63%, not bad at all. All right. So we'll be moving on to the next trade. This basically concludes our week. We're still going to trade for the remainder of the week, but we are up 10% this week already. The first week back on the charts, already up 10%, haven't lost any trades just yet. And I honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, I actually thought this wasn't going to play out. As price came closer to our stop loss here, I thought we were going to get wicked out, and then we saw that bullish engulfing come into play, and then price just started moving to the upside. And then this morning around London session, which was here, price just continued to carry that momentum, and we finally hit our TP. So not bad at all. But the main thing that's important with this trade is we called it out publicly within the live commentary on last week. So if you have not seen the live commentary, or excuse me, no commentary chart analysis, part 2, go check that out, and you guys will see me break down EURUSD for you, me explaining to you guys what I'm anticipating. And my anticipation was we were going to either tap into this region and push to the upside, or tap into this region and push to the upside. No entry schematic was given at this region here, so there was no reason for us to enter the market, but an entry schematic was given at this point here, hence why we entered the market. All right, so with that being said, much love for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and check out the links in the description if you want to improve your effectiveness and efficiency on the charts. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.